Well, welcome to Drawn to Whitetails. I'm Drew Ramage. This week's show, we're going to change things up a little bit. We've been talking about stands and talking about entry and exit to those stands, adjusting the sets to make them better for this fall. But we're going to change gears or switch gears this week, and we're going to talk about our Hoyt bows. Adam Clark and Josh Riley got their new bows in this week, and they took them down to Wilson's Archery, Dale Wilson, and had him set the bows up. And we understand that if you don't work with a bow very often, that they can be a little intimidating sometimes as having your bow worked on or looked at. So Dale is going to take it step by step from pulling it out of the box to when Adam and Josh leave his store down there on how to get a bow set up from start to finish. So let's just go ahead and jump into the topic this week and let Dale explain in detail, which he does a great job of what he does to get your bow ready.
Hey, this is Dale Wilson with Drawn to Whitetails. We are in my shop today, Wilson's Archery in Wingo, Kentucky. I've got with me here a pro staff for Drawn to Whitetails, Adam Clark. And we got Josh Riley behind the camera right now. What it is, we're all shooting Hoyt this year. We picked up Hoyt as a sponsor, and we're very grateful for that. And they have come to my shop to pick up their Power Maxes. They're both going to shoot the Hoyt Power Max, and they've come to get them and pick them up. So we're going to set them up, kind of show you what we look at when we get a new bow out of the box. I just pulled this one out of the box. It's the Hoyt Power Max. This bow here is actually 60 to 70 pounds. It comes in at 29-inch draw. It's adjustable from 25.5 to 30, and we are going to change it to 30-inch draw for Adam where to fit him. And I'll have to put all accessories on it, put a loop on it, peep on it, the sight. This bow come in a package, and it comes with a quiver, a sling, a rest, and the sights, and a peep in this bag right here. Comes with a 4-arrow quiver. They're actually going to trade them out to get a 6-arrow quiver. But for a package bow, for a hunting bow, this is a great bow.
Definitely a good looking bow.
Yeah. They draw very smooth. They shoot plenty fast. I think IBO's 328 ATA on them. They're 31 inches axle to axle, 6 3/4 inch brace height, and they're very smooth drawing and quiet and accurate. So we're going to set it up. First thing we're going to do is change the draw length. I can kind of show you. There's two things you have to do. Here's the draw stop. It has one on the top and the bottom cam right here. It has different letters from A to J. A being the shortest, J being the longest. So it's right now it's at 29-inch draw. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it in the J slot. So we have to rotate this cam on the opposite side. You can see the letters here, A through J. We move it to the J and tighten it. And we use blue Loctite. That's very important. Like on this draw stop and the screws, this draw stop, the threads, we're going to use blue Loctite where they don't vibrate loose when you're shooting. Also on these screws that go into the mod right here, we use blue Loctite. Very important to do that. And we're going to do that, get the draw set, and we'll be right back to put the accessories on. Okay, we're back. We got the draw length changed. It's set on 30-inch draw for Adam to fit him. Another thing, I checked the draw stop peg to make sure it's centered in the string back here, and it's barely touching, so I had to adjust it a little bit. That's just things you look for when you get a new one in. And we'll actually check the cam timing in a little bit when we get it all set up. And so I'm going to put, this is your accessory package. It comes with a Power Max. Comes with a 4-arrow quiver. That's the fuse quiver. Comes with a Hoyt wrist sling. Comes with a fuse, Profire, 3-pin fiber optic sight. And these come with the QAD Ultra Rest drop away. So So we're gonna put all these accessories on, and we're gonna shoot it here in a minute. So first thing I'm gonna do is put the rest on. I'll get it on there, and we'll come back and I'll kind of show you how I line it up and everything to get it centered. Okay, we're back. We've got the rest installed. I used a laser to center shoot it. Both of these Hoyt bows are 3/4 to 13/16 from the riser wall out to the center of the shaft. But I usually use this laser for a starting point. It lines up the center of the string all the way up, down the arrow shaft to the tip in the center. And that gets everything lined to start with, and then you paper tune. You might have to fine tune a little bit, but they like to be dead level on the arrow, horizontal, and center shot down the center. And then usually you can, like, your cam timing will come into play then to get it to shoot a bullet hole when you're paper tuning it. So we got the rest installed. This actual rest right here don't have a vertical adjustment on it. This is a Hunter, the QAD Hunter rest. So you got to move your loop up and down to get it lined up. So I've got it all lined up. So now I'll take the arrow out and I'll tighten my loop up. We'll put the sights on and the Peep and all that, get it installed in the string, and we'll be over here shooting it in a minute in the paper. Okay, we got all our accessories on there. We got the sights, the quiver, got the loop lined up and tightened, arrows in line, centered. I got the sights centered with the arrow and the string, the end of the sight pins, maybe a little bit left of them, maybe just a little bit. That's usually where they are, according to how your grip is and everything. So got the rest installed here. We're ready to draw the bow, get the rest set where it draws it back and cocks it, and then we'll tighten our clamp up on our buzz cable here. Got our wrist sling on, stabilizer. We're almost ready to shoot it. So we're gonna go over here and draw the bow, check the timing on the cams, tighten the rest up here, the draw cord for it, and we're gonna be shooting it through the paper. Okay, what we're doing here, we're gonna draw the bow. It's gonna pull this rest up and set it, and then I'm gonna tighten the clamp up where to stay once we shoot it. Plus, I can set this cam timing with my draw board, but actually you need the person to draw the bow if you've got them there with you, because they got different wrist styles, low wrist, medium wrist, high wrist, and however they grip it's going to affect those cams and how they hit the cables, the draw stops hit. So we're going to check it with him actually drawing the bow. All right, hold it there. Okay, I can see my top cam's a little bit more advanced than my bottom, so I need to do some adjusting right there. And we've got this set. So we're going to let him ease the bow down. We're going to fix that, and we're going to be shooting it here in just a second. Okay, what we're doing now, we're going to put the Peep in the string. I got it in my press where I can release tension on the string. And this top cam was advanced a little bit more than the bottom, so I'm going to adjust the cables so that they hit exactly the same time. We've got our paper here. We're standing about probably 4 to 5 feet away from the paper. We're shooting a fletched arrow. You can shoot an unfletched arrow shaft, but when you shoot them fletched, you're checking to see if it's hitting the rest or the cables or anything that'll show up when it hits the paper. And I've adjusted the timing a little bit. I may have to do it again. I'm not sure yet. We've got to get his Peep adjusted for his eye, so here we go. That Peep's not right off. Slide it up before you get down whenever you're looking.
Peep's good.
Let me check it. You can see you grip it a little bit. You can shoot. What we got is just barely a right turn, barely a right tear, just barely. That's an excellent bullet hole right there. A little bit of adjusting, and we'll be shooting bullet holes. All right, we got Adam's bow shooting pretty good through the paper. I'm gonna serve his peep in, and they're gonna take them home. It's kind of wet outside today. And sile them in and shoot them a few days, and they may bring them back and let me check everything, make sure it's still good. But these strings on these bows nowadays, on the higher end bows, are real good strings. They don't stretch and twist. Your peep will stay lined up. Your cams will stay timed. And yeah, that's a Hoyt bow set up, ready to go. Get a big old buck this fall.
Well, as you can see, Dale knows what he's talking about. He got that both their bows set up and ready to go, and Josh and Adam are going to get a little head start on us as we haven't got our Hoyt bows in just yet. They're going to be dialed in sooner than we are. But if you have any needs, archery needs with your bow or just accessories, arrows, whatever it might be, I strongly suggest that you give Dale a call. He'll give you the personal attention that you deserve, and he'll make sure that all your questions are answered before you leave that store. I'm getting ready to go back here in a clover plot that I had knocked the weeds out of a couple weeks ago. All the rain has finally stopped, and I'm going to throw some fertilizer that I had left over from Felt Farm Store on that to make that clover as sweet and as attractive as possible for these deer. That's going to do it for this week's show, and we're actually going to be taking June and July off. We've got a lot of the pro staff have some vacation days they're going to be taking and spending some time with their family. And then we're going to be watching these deer grow, or these bucks grow throughout the summer, putting on their inches. But if we have any topics or anything of interest that comes up, hopefully we'll do this at least once a week, or at least once every 2 weeks. We'll throw something on our journal, and you'll be able to see it on our YouTube page, our website, or you'll see notification on our Facebook page. So if you're not following us on Facebook, please do. So that's going to do it for this week's show, and we hope you enjoyed it and hope that that could be beneficial for you. If you have a bow that you need worked on and just had any questions, hopefully that'll be beneficial to you. So that's all we got. So as we always say, the season never ends. Thank you for joining us.